for 3 years. And it was during COVID was when I finally got the heart. I was in ICU because I had ripped the heart out of my heart, and I didn't know it, but I was bleeding 3 liters of blood in my pleural sac. Your body only holds 7 liters of blood, so I almost bled out. And so they had to go back and sew the heart pump back in. This is one of the times during the 3 years of waiting on it. And so the same surgeon that saved my life twice with that sewing that back on. But during that time, I got an infection, and from that infection, I had to have multiple other surgeries trying to cut the infection out, living with the PICC line in to battle off the infection, to where it finally landed me in ICU in December of 2020.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. And didn't know whether I was going to live or not. And
so, was you staying pretty positive during all this, or?
yeah, I mean, it was staying positive. It's the only way to be. And my relationship with God just was so strong at that time. Just talking to Him. I mean, I prepared. Most people prepare for their succession plannings for their business. Like, okay, yeah, just like a little will, little paperwork. Mine was built out. I mean, building the succession planning from my deathbed for my business hasn't impacted me and helped me grow more and faster than anything I think there ever was. I mean, I planned my grave site, all of this stuff. So, I mean, yeah, I was scared, but I was prepared. I mean, and I was just focusing on my kids. I drove the same 10-year-old truck. I didn't buy anything new. I was focusing on trust for the kids. I was just taking care of them in case I was to pass. I was just really immersing myself with Christ, and I'm on my deathbed, and I knew that no matter what would happen, it was going to be good. And when I was in ICU and they finally called and said, "Hey, Garen, you got the call. You're going to get your heart." And I immediately just started praying for the donor's family, because they just lost a loved one. And so, yeah, I was excited. I'm getting the heart, but I wasn't nervous about going in and getting it done, because it felt like a warm blanket over me of God just saying, "Hey, you're going to be okay. If no matter what, if you make it through this, you're going to be okay. If you don't, you're going to be okay." And obviously, I made it through it, and when I woke up, all I heard was drums in my ears, because I had this flow. It didn't have a heartbeat. I didn't have a pulse, so I didn't have your senses lose track that you have your heartbeat in your ears, right? And so when I heard the heartbeat, it was just the most glorious sound that I heard, and I knew I was going to be all right. And that changes you. It changed. I kind of got a new heart in more ways than one. I got a new heart, but I got a heart for others. I mean, at that point, I give away. I used to think having all the nice stuff was what was cool. And now, that's not what's cool for me. I could have, for what it cost to charter 2 jets, 2 buses, book the entire casino out. I could have bought the nicest Lamborghini. I could have, bought another house. But being able to bring them out here to hear you impact them and their lives means more to me than anything could have ever mean. Because, 10 years from now, whether they're still at Shamrock or they're not, they're going to remember that guy who flew us out to Arizona, and he spoke all that to us, that's what's impactful. That's what's to leave and live a purpose-driven life that's impacting among others is what it's all about. That's what it's all about to me.